Hi friends, welcome to Bright Future Hub channel. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more amazing videos in the future. So please like this video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.
We'll learn today how to manage when we have two data sets. That means you have a data could be in two different tables. You wanted to compare, or I think you know the basic of the set operations, like you can merge two sets. Set you can assume here, sets in the sense you assume record set. What is record set? Set of or group of records or rows or records, we call them record set. So set you can correlate is a set of example, select star from EMP. I do that quickly, I create a table. Better I do it in the first step so that okay, this is your record set. Yes, so what is record set is the group of whenever I call a record set or record data set or record set is your record from the table. This is one record set. When you select, it gives a set of records. Usually we call them as a records or a data set or record set records. So we can correlate. This is kind of a one set. One set as it has an elements. Okay, it has an elements just like this. So sets are very, very helpful whenever you wanted to do a data comparison between two sets, or two data records or record sets or data set. This is one data set. You might have in another data set, you wanted to do a data comparison between two data sets. The set operations are very, very helpful because we know in the set operation, there are few of the mathematical computations or operations are very, very handy. I think anyone remember there is something called union. Union is combine, just merge. We should not use the merge keyword. We should say union. Union is combined of data set 1 plus data set 2. Data set 2 without duplicates. Without duplicate. It will have any duplicate, it is going to remove. Example, better I write it here so that it will be easy. Okay. So set is first operation is set is. So as I said, is a record is your record or a data set is just a group of data record from the table. Okay, it represents a record set. Union is combination of data set 1 and data set 2 without the duplicate. There is another operation we have union all. Union all is combination of data set 1 and data set 2 with the duplicates. It has just a combination of both. There is nothing remove the duplicates or anything. It is a combination of both. Other one is we have intersect. Intersect is common elements from both the sets. Common elements from both data sets. Other one is minus. Minus is your difference operator. Is what is the difference between two set? Difference between two data sets. So let's take in what we do is now we'll first understand the very simple way how union works, and then we'll work on the queries. Okay, and I would say if you know this one, I'll tell you if nowadays the modern, like not modern, the recent days interviews, as I said earlier in my demo class, it is always be scenario based. No one will directly ask you the question, how do you get the data? Like straight away, do not ask, find the distinct department number. Those things are gone. Usually they put you scenario based question. So after this, I'll try to solve one of the interview questions. Recently I have seen, I have one of my student has given the interview. I have sitting next to him, I listen those questions. We'll try to solve those questions today. Let's see how we can prepare yourself for the union. As I said, there are two data set have. Just imagine you have data set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And B is equal to, take some common elements. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, and 4. This is 4. I have two data sets here. One is A is a data set, B is a data set. Data set is again a records. Here I have only one element as my element. please remember here in the data set A is your data set. Is one is an element, single element. Here in the table, one element is represent your one record, is your one element. The entire record is your one element. In such a way, here for my simple example, I've taken just a single one number as an element, but it necessarily not necessarily one number or one thing is an element. Any element, combined element could be your one element. Combined entity can be your one element. This means the one record, complete one record could be your one element. This is called complete one record, represent one element of your data set. Data set is combination of group of all the records we call the data set. Here one record could be a one element of your data set or record. Correct? So here for my information, simple example, I have taken one as my element. Numbers of these numbers are element. When I say A union B, as I said here definition, I write it here in the top. So this is the data set we wanted to first understand. A union B, as I said, it is going to be combination of A comma B, A and B without the duplicate. 1, 2, and 3. First, I'm going to print all the elements from the A. Later on, I has to union the with B. So 1, 2 is already there. 4 is not there. 7 is not there. 8 is there. Okay. This is the output of the A union B. It is just a merge of, or sorry, not, I should not use the word called merge, combined of A and B without the duplicates. Okay, this is how the union works. When I say union all, when I say union all, A union all B, it is a just combination of A plus B with the duplicates. Hence, I do have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Then again, I'll have everything. Even it is don't care. It is just a combination of two things with the duplicates. Okay. Now I have an intersect. A intersect. Spelling is not coming. A intersect B. What is the A intersect means? Intersect means common points where they are meeting each other. What are the common elements together in the A and B is your intersection.
1, 2.
1 and 2 are your intersection, because those are the common elements. They're meeting, two data sets are meeting each other. This is called your common sets. Minus is, yes, let's understand. A minus B means A minus B is I need element from A, they're not present in B, or uncommon element from A. You can write it here. Here means first thing is minus means it is going to check whether this element is here. Yes, it is there. 2 is there. Only A minus B is 3, 5, 6. These are the element from A. They are not present in B. A minus B means get elements from A. They are not present in B. Reverse of is B minus A is reverse. What is B minus A tells? B minus A is
Element present in B, not in
not present A. Okay, yeah. The difference, this is the difference between two data sets, but it always gets the data only from the first element, first data set, not from the second. Okay. So in Python, we have different operator to get both. I forgot that operator. Difference, something I got forgot. Okay, these are the 4 set operations supports in SQL. First is, let's remove this one. There are 2 sets. A is your set, B is your set. Union, all, intersect. Please understand here, for simple example, I have taken one number as an element. Here, when you're working on the SQL tables or database tables, each record could be your one element. The combination itself, the entire record, the entity itself is one element. Okay. Any question about your understanding here? Union, all, intersect, minus. A minus B is, see, A, get the element from A, they're not present in B. That is 3, 5, 6. B minus A means get the element from B, they're not present in A. That is 4, 7, 8. Okay, this is, I have to write here. Answer is 3, 5, 6. Answer is here 4, 7, 8. Clear? Any question here?
No, sir, clear.
Now let's go back. I'll have this table, employee table. Like this. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Tell it. Okay, fine. Select. This is my table list. I have around 14 records. Intentionally, what I create is another table I create. Select start from, I say EMP2. This is your set one, data set one. I'm just going to create another table called EMP2 with some data. I'll do remove it later. Create table EMP2 and select from select start from EMP. Okay, where I don't want records. Let's say where salary greater than or equal to 3000. Okay. Now two tables have. What are the two data sets I have? One is this is your first data set or record set is employee table, and have another table I have just created here now. EMP2. I just filter the data. It is greater than 3000. I only selected. Sorry. Let me do one thing. I need to restore all the records except the those two tables like greater than 2000. I just drop it. Here time say here less than 3000. Okay. Okay, this is one table, and I have another table called EMP2. Okay. It has created where I have less records. I have filtered out the data. I pick the data set, record set it is where the salary is less than 3000. Maybe 3 records are missing. Now let's try to do the combination of this work. We'll see how it is working. Clear about I had two data sets now, record sets. One is employee 1, employee 2. Okay, now what I do is I wanted to find the combination of, because here what is happened is look at here how many records I intentionally have not picked up the records. 3 records I omitted because I wanted to have the different data sets to do my set operation. Okay, now I am going to do first operation on the union. So if you do a union, what will going to get you? If I say union of select start from EMP, then I say union of with union there is start from EMP2. What do you expect to get? This is your entire thing is one statement. There is no comma, nothing in between. Look at here. There is no end of here. This entire thing is one statement. Select start from EMP. First it gets run. And what is your elements? Each element is your enter record is one element. And it is good. Instead of that, what I do is my element is combination of ename and from these two data set. Example, there are two data set is presented to you. You can do one thing. Instead of that, probably I'll create two tables quickly. Then you can work it. Just 2 minutes. Bear with me. I'll create a table. Then we can work out. Hello. Yesterday you see not enough values.
The discount column.
Now thing is here, one VC is not enough values. Now we are saying too many values. What is it here? Too meaning?
Null.
Fine. What is that meaning? Too many values.
So you're passing more value than what it can be stored on the database.
Table.
I mean what you have created.
There is two errors.
Table.
So 2 is not enough value means, okay, not enough values means you are giving less values compared to the number of columns exist.
Yeah.
Too many values means you are supplying more values having compared to the number of columns here. I'm supplying, there are only 6 columns. I'm supplying 7 values. That's the reason it is throwing an error. Okay. So I would recommend I run that. I even have that column so that I can show you most good examples. from this. Now it should work. I alter the student table too to have a discount column. Then I run this statement. It should work now. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now we have two data set. Okay. Select star from student. This is one of your data set, and you have another data set is 2. Okay. I would do one of the duplicate. I'll insert. Can you someone tell me? I wanted to insert one of the duplicate data, like one record. Here, the data I have it here. Roll number 1. I wanted to insert into 2. What should I do? Yeah, maybe this is the other way we can insert a data into table. Insert into student 2. Same. I think you just said
Select star from.
star from will be the problem because there is a mismatch in the column. Yes, I have a two.
Yeah, column wise.
Okay, that's also to me. What I do is I'll directly insert. Okay, you have to use this insert into student. Okay. Then I say it will not work. I just say here values. Can use that values. I say here 1. Then I say work this is then I say this. Come on. Okay. Sometimes you need kind of bit of patience to work. So yeah, okay. Now student 2 is inserted. I have two data sets. Please take a look. Let's try to do this quickly. Okay. Select star from student 2. So student 1 has some set of. So this is probably imagine one branch student. This is student 2 is the second branch student. Okay. Now I wanted to have the combination of all my data so that I know the full set of my students. Because data is being split in two tables, student 1 and student 2 tables. Okay. Okay. So this is the data has been split out. I have some data in the student 1 table and some data in the student 2 table. I wanted to split data so that this means I need to merge this or combine this data so that I get a full set of my students. Okay, how to get that is, as I said here, first is you need to merge your, I need something called a name, then subject is studying from the student. I'm going to combine with another table called name, subject from the second table. I using in between union. I'm just saying union the result set 1 with a data set 2, result set 2 or data set 2. Let's see what will happen. It is going to give the combination of all the, or I probably use the roll number also. So that number use the roll number so that what is that roll number? What is the field name I had? Roll num.
I have typed name.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now it is going to merge. See here. Okay, this is good example also. Fine, let it be. It is giving the duplicate because as I explaining the what is union is doing. Union is going to merge or combination of two tables is coming without the duplicates. Here it is coming as a duplicate. It is not duplicate because as I said here, what is your element? All three column represents your one element. It is combination of roll number, name, and it is one element. In my just simple example, I have taken one as number as a one element. In the explanation example I have taken here, This represents your one element. Here in this table, the element is your combination of three columns is your one element. This combination is not matching. This and this is not matching. That's the reason I'm getting this as a two entities. Otherwise, look at here, I do get combination of student from both tables. Let me correct that. Where is that? Let it be so that it is a good example. So yeah, I just run this. What is the data we have it in? Here, I think I made a mistake of entering SQL. When I do it union should give the combination from both the tables, correct? It is giving the record from the both the tables.
I have a question. So
Mhm.
it just combines the row, right?
Yes, yes,
So if my student one has an additional column,
yes, it is coming here. That's the reason. This is not there in the student two, student one, correct? This is only present in student two. Do you think that student do one thing? Yeah, it is combining all the records. Yes, otherwise I'll keep.
but if my student one has an additional column and my student two does
Mm.
not have it, it will still combine or
No,
it will
no,
throw an
no,
error.
no, no. The element should be, yeah, that's what I'm going to explain more. Here you have additional columns, then it will throw an error. Like it cannot because should have an, see here in contains number of result columns. You should have the element should be comparing element should be the same. Could be different names, but number of elements represent number of columns represent your element should be the same. Here three combination of columns represents your own element. That should be the same. Otherwise, it is unable to compare.
Okay.
Okay. Do one thing. Let me change that. Otherwise, it will create a confusion. How to update? I just update student to table set set subject is equal to set SQL where I use roll number for my reference. Roll number is equal to 1. What does not exist? Okay. Now look at here. I do have the combined result set from both the data sets. Correct. Student one has around 3 records or 4 records, 3 records, and student 2 has 4 records. I am getting the combined data set without duplication. Here, this record is getting unawarded because it is going to get duplicated. It is not coming. When I run the union of these two, you are getting only one record, that is Vinay 1. Remaining all will be coming from the both. As Ashok asked, Subhash asked, in this example, what is represent your one element? 3 set of columns represents one your element. It has to be matched, not necessarily a name, the order in which you compare. See what is internally happens is it produces a result like this. This is going to be your one element. This is your one element. This represents just equal to 1 is one element here. Your element is element of your data set, or a set is combination of 3 rows is one set. It is going to compare with other record. That data has to be here. It finds another duplicate such record. It is going to eliminate because union eliminates your duplicates. This is what is happening because you're not seeing another Vinay SQL from the student number 2 table because it is already present in the student 2. So this is very, very helpful. Union is very helpful. When it is very helpful, merge, or we should not use a merge. Merge is another terminology. And combined data set is combined data set without duplicate. So you wanted to do a combined data set. You wanted to generate a report out of 2 tables or more than 2 tables. It's not necessarily only you can write another third union, fourth union, fifth union, but always it does the combination of data set without the duplicate of your element. Element could be a same number of your columns. You cannot have less or more. If you remove the one, it cannot compare. That thing is your one element represents in the above data set is 2, but sorry 3, and below one it has a 2. It says here query block has incorrect number of result columns. That's the reason you have it has to be matched to find the duplicates or not duplicates. So that is you have to take care. Okay. Now Same thing I'm going to do for union all. So you need to create the table to work on. I think what I did is, I don't know whether you remember or not. I used another table called create. This one I used. I'll quickly do it. What I did is, I have the employee 2 table I created. Okay. So first is I created the employee table. This I did not do. Okay, I did it is something like this. I use this one, I inserted, and I use the creative table. Okay, then I had altered the table, additional columns I need. Okay. Oh, come on, where is that? Okay, I added the additional column for the discount. Now there are two data sets having not the same columns, it is different. I created another table student 2 and I inserted one more column. Then I have inserted the records. Okay, now I also inserted one more additional records, duplicate record between these two tables. Student. You are following me what I am trying to do? Any questions? This is the steps I follow to create two tables. Okay, first is I created a first set of record, sorry, first data, 3 records. Then I created student 2 and having added a discount is an additional column. I populate the value and I populated another duplicate record from the student 1 table. Okay, clear about it? Now I'm doing the set operations. To get an understanding about how your data looks in both the tables, please have a quick look before I go further. Student 10 has 3 columns. There is not be a additional columns called discounts. Then look at the student 2 tables. There is a additional column called discounts and also have a one duplicate data coming from the student table. Now I wanted to find, the first question is business problem is, I wanted to find students is they're joined in both the table. Like you can imagine student enrolls for 2. This is a student 1 table is represent one branch. Student 2 represents other branch. My question is, find out the students they are enrolled in both the branches. No, not so. The question is, find out the total number of students registered for any courses. The thing is, I need to combine both the data set. That's what I'm saying here. I need e-name or a student name. Name, roll number. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Row name, comma, subject is my element. One element I want to combined with other data set, that is ename, not ename, what I have, name. Okay, name, comma, subject from student 2. This is your one SQL. It is give the common element, uncommon element from both the tables. It is a just merge of these two records tables. Clear about this? Any questions?
So I have one question. If I need to store this result into another table, so I have to create like student 3 and then I can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. But thing is, you need to just produce the report, not necessarily always you create a temp tables to store the values. There is some, the SQLs are mainly meant for your reporting. Okay. You need to generate the report to produce the full data set or full list of students from both the branches. Then you just combine these two data and you produce. So having said that, if you use a star, what is going to happen? If you use a star represents your all columns. What will happen? Will produce an output or not?
No.
Why?
Columns
as
are
as long as the columns are the same, it will.
That's the reason I intentionally I have the data set. I have added a column here, additional one, to give an understanding. It is not work because here number of columns are 6, here number of columns are 7. The element number of columns forming an element is not matching. It will not give an error. It will give an error. It will not going to produce an output. Okay. Now I am going to find the combination. Now I use the union all, name, or say roll name, and comma subject. From these two, I am trying to find. It is giving you the non-duplicate value from the both the tables. Okay, that is what I see. I change this to union all. Now look at what will happen. I'm getting about here 7 rows. Now it is going to have 8 rows because it just merge or combination of these two records with the duplicates. Look at here. It is a duplicated record because it is a union all is doesn't give an elimination of your duplicates. It is just give combination of both the tables, combined data set with duplicates. Without say with duplicate. Okay. Clear about the union and union all? Any question? Okay. If I say now intersect, what is the intersect point we have? If I say intersect,
Only Vinay.
only the one common element, I have it on the both, it is going to give that. Because this is only the element present in, please, I'm repeating the word called element. Please try to observe that concept called element is combination of records, columns you present in your SQL forms the one element. So what is the one element? Combination of these columns is present in both the tables. This is the only the single element is present in the both the tables. That's why it is giving. So this is the intersect. Okay. Clear? I'll give one problem statement. When you try, probably you'll come to know everything. Then I do minus now. Okay. Minus. What is the element I'm going to get?
Without Vinay, all data.
Minus without Vinay all the data from both the tables, a student one table.
From student.
So it is always get the data only from your first data set. It is A minus B fetches the data from A that is not present in B because Vinay is this element of data, combination of data. Instead of this, I do here simple for to understand. Find out the student who is only he is not in the other branch. Okay, they're not in the other branches. So this is a very simple example. It gives you the name, these two, because Vinay is not presenting because that is also presented in the student 2 table. That's the reason this common elements or duplicated elements will be removed from your data set. Look at here. Vinay is in both the records. It is going to. So when I say here other way, what will happen? Student 2 minus student, what will happen?
Student 2 data,
Student
all
present.
data without Vinay.
Student 2, from the student 2, I get all the data without the Vinay. That is going to.
So this is the unique records of student 2, right? And then the
Student,
first one
correct,
is
exactly.
unique records of student.
From student 1. Yeah, student
Okay.
table, you could say. A unique record from the student. They are not present in the student. Yeah, you can always say that also. Unique record from student set 1, unique record from the set 2. You can do that. Okay. One thing is, this is I think you are understanding the A minus B minus C intersect union all. One more thing I think you already experienced that what is the limitation. It's not limitation, how it works. I think you are understanding that already. Yes, thing is your roll number, and yeah, it will not work because it has to form this is very, very important. This they will ask you in the interview, will it work? If say it work, then you are gone because the element is not the same element. The combination of columns is not the same. It is not going to work. Clear? Now, this is one of the limitations we have. Okay. Other than that, set operations is pretty much clear. I'll do one thing. I will give a problem statement. Okay, I'll write it here. You need to create a table and you need to solve my sequels. I'll give a problem statement. Try that. It is really interview questions. just been asked for 2 years experience on the data analyst role. I have been listen to that. You create a table called student. Okay, you have to create a student called student is your student is your master table. Okay, will have a name and ID and name. ID represents a roll number. Okay, ID something like ID. ID is student ID. Master table, it will have only 2 columns, ID and the name. Clear?
Yeah.
Questions here? Okay, next. You will have another table called music. People enrolled for the music will have a table. Here again you have a ID and the name. Clear?
Yeah.
Here thing is to join to the music classes, you must be first a student of your college. Then you can have a branch. This is called of a music. You wanted to learn, you can have it. Okay, but thing is first the data should be present in the student, then only the present is be coming in the music. Then I have another table called arts. Okay, again I have an ID and the name. Okay, this is the table I have. 3 simple tables you need to create. ID, populate some 10 records. First student table you create, ID number, name varchar 2 of 20 or 10. Populate the data, 10 different set of data you populate. Then you distribute your students to music, arts, and some of them do not distribute anywhere. Example, create 10 records here. Okay, I say here 10 records. Total 10 records you create. Distribute means insert those 10 records 1, 2, 4, 5 to what is it, music, and distribute where is the distribute, come on, distribute 3 and 4, 5, 6, okay, to arts. Now I think you are understanding what you are saying. First is you need to insert 10 records into student table. Distribute means again you need to insert student number here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would say 9 or 8, 10 here, and say here 10. And you need to enroll the student for the music. These IDs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to enroll. Don't even okay, write the name. Okay. Arts you need to distribute 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. Now question is, okay, these are the questions you need to solve. Find students. They are interested in both music and arts. Clear? Find the students. They are only interested in both. Okay, in both student and arts. Second, there no need to. You need to try. Find the students. Okay, students. They are not interested in both. Clear understanding? This is how the practically being asked in the interviews. These all can be solved in using the set operation. Don't think anything else. Only set operation. All these problems can be solved. Third question. Interested only in interested only in music. Okay. Fourth question is other way. Interested only in arts. We'll do that. Let's how you trying to do that. Or anyone can try to generalize, like have a general topic like a discussion. Where is other one? Okay, seasonal students, Mohan and Dikshit. I don't know why you do this, Mohan. What is the problem? Don't join at the right time. I don't know why. Okay. This